Hi there. It's February the 7th today, and in our readings in Torah in Exodus 26 and 27, we come to more details about the tabernacle. The Tabernacle of Israel is basically a shed, a wooden boarded shed with coverings over it, 4 different coverings: linen, hair, skins, to keep the rain off. And this is put into the midst of a court. Now the tabernacle itself is about 15 yards long by 5 yards wide, and is the place where the priests come to minister. And it's inside, it's separated by a veil, by a curtain, and behind the veil is going to go the Ark of the Covenant. It's going to go the box with the tablets of God's covenant in it. The tabernacle itself, this wooden shed, is placed in a court, and in chapter 27, the latter part of chapter 27, we have the directions for the dimensions of that court. It's going to be about 50 yards long by about 25 yards wide, and it's something that surrounds the tabernacle. It stands about 7 foot high. The tabernacle itself stands somewhere between 12 and 15 feet high according to the measurement of the cubit, which there's some debate about. But it's certainly, the tabernacle, the shed in the middle, stands higher than the surrounding court fence. So the tabernacle, the meeting place of God, can be seen always from outside the courts of the tabernacle. Various things are going to go into the courts. The altar is mentioned. The altar where the burnt offerings will be made is built at the beginning of chapter 27. But the thing I just want to focus on for a moment is the Ark of the Covenant itself, is this chest box. And on top of the Ark was a cover. And the cover in Hebrew is called kaporet, which simply means cover or lid. It's nothing particularly special. Now, it's then seen as the meeting place. It has 2 angels at either side, 2 cherubs carved with their wings over the seat. And this is to be the place where God meets with his people. Now, there's been quite a lot of discussion about what the nature of this meeting is. In the New Testament, a word that refers to this kaporet, that refers to this lid, is sometimes translated, or is translated once in Romans 3:25, as being the place of the propitiation, of making God okay for us by pleasing him, by satisfying him with the blood of Jesus. But actually the same word is used in Hebrews just to describe the covering of the Ark of the Covenant. And actually N.T. Wright, in his book The Day the Revolution Began, around page 316, he refers to this kaporet, this lid, as really being about where God meets with his people. This is the restoration of true worship. It's not about making God propitious. It's not about appeasing God out of his anger. It's actually, this is the place where God will meet with his people, and where true worship is restored, where idolatry is expunged. This is going to be the place where God meets us. And therefore, when it talks about Jesus in Romans 3:25 being the kaporet, being the mercy seat, being the place where God and man come together, it makes a lot of sense. He deals with our sins. He overcomes the powers of darkness in himself in the cross, and he becomes the meeting place where we meet God, just as in the tabernacle the meeting place of God was there in the Ark of the Covenant. Have a good February the 7th.